Oops. Maybe you didn't know, but I don't get paid for this. Yeah, mostly because of copyright issues. Yay, YouTube. But you know what you can do to support me? Become a member on my YouTube channel. And when you do that, as a bonus, you get access to all my unedited music video reactions, movie reactions, and TV show reactions. That is, if I'm not too embarrassed to share them after filming them. Anyway, you'll see. Today, we're going to be listening to Motomami Plus, like I said, the deluxe version of it. What's really exciting is that I think from the snippets of songs that I've heard in the past, without ever actually fully listening to any of the songs, just like the snippets of performances, and I know a few of them became trendy on TikTok at some point, I think that it's a pretty strong departure from the sounds that we've heard before. We are going to be a lot more aligned with pop music. It's going to be a lot more experimental in the sense of playing with different genres and different styles of sounds. I think that it is definitely a bit more of a mature type of project as well. And I'm really excited to get into it because I feel like the other two projects that I've listened to have been a little more academic, like I described them, a little more calculated, a little more deep in roots of where she comes from, which doesn't necessarily align with my personal ear when it comes to music. So it's not necessarily music that I would tend to go back to listen to all the time. It was more like I've described it as like art galleries that you kind of take the time to look at every painting, absorb what you have to absorb from it. But art galleries you tend to go to once and then you appreciate the experience and you learn from it, but you move on. But we're going to, I think, have a major departure from that with this album, which I believe is not a concept album and will probably contain a lot of content that is more personal and directly about her life, and speak of her as the subject of the songs, which is also very different from the other projects. So that's it for my little introduction about the project and the context. Rosalia also defines this project as minimalist. Interesting. Okay. We're going to discover that together. So I say that without further ado, we jump into it. Let's start with the first song, SAOKO.
Chica, ¿qué dices? SAOKO, papi, SAOKO.
I have no idea what SAOKO is.
SAOKO, papi, SAOKO. Chica, ¿qué dices? SAOKO, papi, SAOKO.
Ooh, okay. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I remember this one, like from the snippets. Yeah. We're already getting that sense of self in this track. Hey. Loco. Okay. See, I understand a bit more now, I feel. Oh, whoa. Okay, so we do still have like a lot of, well, I mean, it's the first track, but it's very experimental. Okay. Okay. It's giving personal revolution, and I love it. And also, it's a reggae beat, which is very much a departure from Spanish music and more Latino music. I do remember some conversations about her as an artist, like jumping into Latin music and kind of an ethical question around it of like, as somebody who is from a white country that dominated Latin America, how like that could be misinterpreted and seen as a little, I guess the same way as Americans adopting Black culture. So I'm not super well versed in that. I'm aware about that, but there's a fine line between honoring and shedding a spotlight on it as a form of respect and then completely stealing it. And I guess I'm starting to learn this project, so I don't know yet how intense it is, but I'm conscious of it. I do want to mention that. Okay, let's actually pull up the lyrics, and I'm gonna continue doing same thing as we've done before, which is Genius, our little friend, a Genius lyrics. Motomami, Rosalia. I don't know what I just did with my lips. SAOKO. Translation to English. Okay, so Girl What You Sing, SAOKO Papi SAOKO. SAOKO is a Daddy Yankee song. Puerto Rican slang term. Oh, see, isn't it crazy that I just brought up this topic about Latino music and the whole thing? Because it says Puerto Rican slang term with African roots that doesn't translate directly to English. It generally refers to a style, rhythm, and good vibes. And it's a nod to reggaeton. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay. Now, verse 1. When you put pearls on Vivienne's necklace. I don't know if she's talking about Vivienne Westwood. They're not pearls no more. When the little ice cubes ain't water no more, now they're ice frozen. I had caught on the yellow word in there. When it's nighttime, when it's a nighttime sky and it turns to day, all of that has now changed. When the horse enters Troy, of course, you trust it and then it burns, right? So it's all about that desire to transform, the kind of mystique around impressions and expectations, and like, no, I'm gonna be different. Kind of a statement to that switch up that we have between the second album and the third, really. I like me very much. I transform. Butterfly, I transform. Oh, butterfly. What is butterfly? Mariposa is a butterfly. I forgot about that. Drag queen makeup. Lluvia de estrellas. I just don't know what the first one says. Lluvia. Oh. Whoops. I don't know what it did. I contradict myself on everything. Yeah. If I die, may I die by mouth like a fish dies. Oh. Well, we still have the death theme. Yeah. Okay, the rest I kind of pretty much understood. Let's see if there are any good. The throat lozenges. I have no idea what that means. If you're La Pampara is another song. Kiko El Crazy, La Pampara, from Dominican Republic. Nothing can stop you. Okay. All right. So I got the gist of the meaning of the song. Very nice. Let's move on to the next one. Candy. Oh, meteor showers. That's what it meant. Ah, sorry, I just saw your message.
Vestida con FAMA, bailando plan vela de candy. Así tú te prendaste de mí el día en que yo te conocí. Sé que tú.
Oh, we had a bit of a deeper tone and lower notes as well.
No me has olvidado, no me has olvidado. Solo tú, no me has olvidado.
Wow.
No me has olvidado, no me has olvidado. Ya no te
Oh!
me rompiste pero solo en parte. Llevaba tus claves para pensarte, pero de olvidarte yo ya hice un arte. No queda
Okay.
Ya no me acuerdo de tu cara, la forma de tu cuerpo ni aunque la pensara.
I really like her tone.
La vida es bonita pero traicionera. Vestida con FAMA, bailando plamela de candy. Así tú te prendaste de mí el día que yo te conocí. Pero tú
Is she taking like she's dancing with Plan B as if it was candy?
no me has olvidado, no me has olvidado. Solo tú no
Okay, hold on. I'm curious to see the translation of the song.
me has olvidado, no me has olvidado.
Never mind, I take that back. Okay, Candy is a song by a duo called Plan B. Oh! You know, out of context, that sounded really, really weird. I'm just popping Plan B like it's candy. And I'm like, whoa!
Vestida con FAMA, bailando plamela de candy. Así tú te prendaste de
I really do see the minimalism that you were referring to, saying, and also that's the opposite of Lux being a maximalist.
bailando plamela de candy. Así tú te prendaste de mí el día que yo te conocí. Pero tú no me has olvidado, no me has olvidado, no me has olvidado. Solo tú no me has olvidado, no me has olvidado.
I guess I'm going to learn what Obidao means in a minute. But clearly, only you can do something to me. I just don't know what the something is. Oh, forgot. Yeah. Okay, yes. Whoa! Hold on a moment. Hold on a minute. Let's go to track number 2, Candy. Dress in F for Fendi, yeah. Dancing to Plan B, the Candy one. Okay, the song. That's how you fell in love with me. The day that I met you. I know that you haven't forgotten about me. Ah! Got it. I don't love you like I used to. You broke me only in parts, but only in parts. I wore your tag bracelet to think about you, but of forgetting you, I've already made a form of art. Oh, got it. Because I did see acting, but nothing. There's nothing between you and me anymore. I don't remember your face, the shape of your body, not even if I thought about it. There's so much that separates us. Life is beautiful, but it's treacherous. Yeah, it's kind of like the bittersweet feeling of moving on from somebody. It's like you're happy about it, but also it happened, you know? And the rest of it is pretty much repetition. Okay, nice. And now, I mean, I really like the beat, by the way. But I see that the minimalism, it's just like kind of a vibey, enjoying and riding the wave type of track. But that leads us into La Fama. Oh! Okay. I love what they did with that vocal in the back. Okay. Okay, I was looking for the word. I knew that it was bachata, but I couldn't remember the exact name of it. It's part of like dance classes that we have even here locally. Oh, it's the weekend. I forgot about that.
que se te va. Sabe que será celosa, yo nunca le confiaré.
Okay, okay, The Weeknd.
Duerme con ella, pero nunca la vayas a casar.
Okay.
Lo que pasó me ha dejado en vela. Ya no puedo ni pensar. La sangre le hierve. Siempre quiere más. Puñaladita. Está su ambición en el pecho.
Okay.
Afilada. Es lo peor.
Es mala amante la fama y no va a quererme de verdad. Es demasiado traicionera y como ella viene se me va. Yo sé que será celosa, yo nunca le confiaré.
I feel like I almost understand, but I'm not quite sure
Quiero
yet.
duermo con ella, pero nunca me la voy a casar. No hay manera de que esta obsesión se me fuera y ya desaparezca. Yo aún no aprendí la manera.
Yeah, the way to do it, not habits, but manners, right? There's like something dirty happening that they're not supposed to be doing, and there's a amante I think has to do with like one of those hidden like wrongful lovers, you know. And it's mala. It's not supposed to. It's bad.
Yo sé que será celosa, yo nunca le confiaré. Si quiero duermo con ella, pero nunca me la voy a casar.
Okay, it's time to decode this track. Ooh, hold on a minute. I mean, production-wise, it's really fun. We're still very much into minimalism. I get it now, but other than that, like it was a nice little vibey woo. I mean, it just reminds me of like going to clubs, and like that's the type of music they would put at like 2-3 a.m. right before they close. Okay, I'll tell you what happened. Don't think it didn't hurt or that I made it up. That's how it went down. I was with my baby, and it was a pretty special thing. Yeah, that I remember. But I got obsessed with something that was hurting him. Thousands of songs on my mind, and he could see that. He told me so a bunch of times, but me, I paid it no mind. The chorus: Fame's a lousy lover. Lover. See, that's what I was saying. Hey, Dalton, welcome to the I was about to say the chat. I meant the stream. Not the baby. Who are you flirting with? Too much of a backstabber who comes as easy as she goes. You know she's a jealous kind I'll never trust. If you want, sleep with her, but don't tie the no knot. Whoa! Oh, interesting perspective. What happened left me sleepless. I can't even think. Her blood boils. She always wants more. Yeah. Her ambitions like stabbings sharp on my chest. Yeah, Picho. It's the worst. Tap sheet. Sorry. And then chorus again. Fame's a lousy lover and won't ever love you for real. Yeah, de verdad. Too much of a backstabber who comes as easy as she goes. You know she's a jealous kind I'll never trust. If I want, I'll sleep with her, but never tight the knot. There's no way this obsession goes away. Hightail it. I don't even know what I'm... I've never come across that term before. Disappear. I still haven't figured out a way. There's no way to make it go away. Okay. Damn. Tension and romance and forbidden things. And fellow Canadian The Weeknd. Woo! Okay, next one, BULERÍAS.
Yo no tuve que hacer nada que yo no quisiera, y aunque ahora nadie lo ve, Yo no tuve que hacer nada que me arrepienta ni que
Oh.
yo lamente ahora para mantenerme en pie.
Mm-hmm.
Yo me maté 24/7, solo que tuve que
24/7.
hacer.
24/7.
Soy igual de
Is that a t-shirt? Because that's a close... Hold on. Con chandail de Versace. Chandail is also the French word for a t-shirt. Okay. Oh, production. They're like distorting the sound of the... It's like they're putting an EQ filter and just like raising it to eliminate all the lows until it's just like pure highs. Okay. Isn't Caracol like Caracol is... like the animal? Okay. Not the cheer at the end. Hold on. Okay, so when I read the word BULERÍAS, the first thing that I think of, for some reason in French we call it boulamite, which is like a ball. But now I'm thinking ball and chain. Like it sounds like chains. Hold on, I am gonna look at the translation. Okay. I didn't have to do nothing that I didn't want to. And even though no one sees it now, I didn't have to do nothing that I regret now to keep me on my feet. I killed myself 24/7. That's what I had to do, which is so much of a cantaora, which is oh, it's a flamenco female singer. Got it. Yeah. Okay. So canta is a song. Ora means like vocal or like orally sing, so like yeah, cantaora. Potentially, I don't know. I'm just speculating. When I'm wearing a Versace tracksuit, you're right. It was a tracksuit. But it's funny because it really sounds like chandail in French, which is a t-shirt or shirt. I thought I may be cursed behind my back from every little stab I pull out my rage, and though I may not have money or anyone, I'm going to keep singing. That makes sense with the cantaora portion of it, because it comes from within me, as I am the girl on fire, as Caracol sings. Okay, so yeah, that probably might be an artist as well. The one you made me one time, yes, but not twice, right? Don't get fooled twice. And there was definitely, yeah, the clapping was very, the rhythm was flamenco for sure. I'm very much myself. May God bless Pastor Mercé. I mean, I have a feeling those are different. Pastor and Mercé are two artists from maybe Spain. Lil Kim, Tego, and MIA. So probably her inspirations musically, right? To my family and to freedom. Oh, get out of my way, get out of my way. You know that I'm singing Siete por medio. Yeah. Refers to the 7th Spanish guitar fret. Oh. Because I know medio means half. Siete means 7. Okay. Had nothing to do with the ball and chain idea. I think it's because I saw Libertad and I thought of freedom and whatever. I was wrong about that. But it's really interesting. Very, extremely minimalist, as you mentioned earlier, Junior. There's something that's really still focused on her vocals and her performance and her delivery. Somehow very organic, very simple productions. But it feels like we're at the beginning of a journey. We're gonna get a lot more. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Chicken teriyaki.
La Rosalía.
It's gonna make me hungry again.
Rosas.
Hey.
Se la mando a tu gata. Te la tengo con roleta. No hizo falta serenata.
Much stranger things are coming.
Me he visto de cualquier manera. En Nueva York visitando a mis joyeros. Solo quiere que yo le doy mi dinero. Pati, Naki, chicken teriyaki. Tu gata quiere maki, mi gata en Kawasaki. Quiero una cadena que me arruine toda la cuenta. Como Naomi en los 90. Rosa, sin tarjeta. Se la mando a tu gata. Te la tengo con roleta. No hizo falta serenata. Pati, Naki, chicken teriyaki. Pati, Naki.
I would have never imagined somebody rhyming that and putting that in the song. Fully seriously. I'm scared that gata doesn't mean what I think it is. It is maybe not a female cat, but more of a slang for something else. Sombras como drag queen, chula como Mike Dean. Rosa, sin tarjeta, se la mando a tu gata. Te la tengo con roleta, no hizo falta. Yeah, right. Azúcar la mando todo sin recibo. Leo pentagrama pero no lo escribo. Desde Queens hasta Tribeca, un ramo de flores azules no se seca. Pati, Naki, chicken teriyaki. Pati, Naki, chicken teriyaki. Pati, Naki, chicken teriyaki. Tu gata quiere maki. I mean, I can see how this is a complete vibe, especially on tour, on a show. Like, it's just like a hard beat and like really catchy. The rhythms that she's been singing so far also in the album are super, super catchy. There's something so like, it just, you catch on so quickly. And it's really smart. Yeah, no, I think that she means something else too when she says gata. I know. She means something else. Let's see what the translation says. Roses with no credit card. I sent them to your shawty. Ooh. I got her for you with the roleta. No need to serenade. Damn, girl. I go out and hear the sound of gunfire. I adjust myself in whatever in New York visiting my jeweler. Ooh, he only wants cash. I give him my money. For you. Oh, damn. It's like, I don't give a shit for you. You take chicken teriyaki. I'm gonna be getting some jewelry and, you know, like roses for your girl. Damn. For you, Naki, chicken teriyaki. Your shawty wants maki. My shawty in Kasawaki. So yeah, like I'm gonna take your shawty and go to fucking Japan, and we're gonna live the lap of luxury, but you get nothing. You get sheesh. I want a chain that'll break my bank account, like Naomi in the 90s. Yeah, that I caught on. Yeah, same thing. Pre-chorus. Like Julio in the 70s. Oh shit. Okay, another reference. Verse 2, 1 bills, 2 bills. Yeah, that I store bills. Caught on. One toughest, one that is killing it. In New York, skating to the heights. All my Dominican girls know what's the deal. And if frames a prison sentence, tell me about another girl that's gonna pay for your dinner. Right? They're throwing shades on me like drag queens. pretty, just like Mike Dean. Yeah, no, Naomi Campbell was technically still is, a supermodel that did so many runways and photo shoots and whatever, and really probably reached a peak in her career in the 90s. Like, she was top game in the 90s. So it's just a very famous person. And apparently infamously beefed with Tyra Banks. I don't see the references to cat in here, so what the hell? Rosas sin tarjeta, yeah. Se las mando a tu casa. To your, okay, to your shawty. It is slang for like girl, or I guess maybe potentially what I had in mind was closer to like saying bitch. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? It's a lot more PG-13 than I thought it would be. Because I thought it was going somewhere else. I caught on. Okay, cool. We're going on a ride with this album. Speaking of which, okay.
Tan rico no puede ser de cuero na, pero estoy encuerado. Te quiero ride como mi bike.
Now that explains the whole like headset thing, and not headset but like helmet. Ah.
Hasta que se montó, segundo chingarte, lo primero Dios. So good.
Oh, interesting. To hear like a piano ballad.
So good. So good. So good. So good. So good. Enamorada de tu pistola, roja amapola, crash esa ola, casi me controla.
Nice runs.
Enamorada de tu pistola,
Well,
amapola, crash esa ola, casi me controla. Te quiero ride como mi bike. Hazme un tape, modo spy.
I'm scared to say what I want to say because I feel like I understand what this is about.
Un diamante en la
It's about a ride, all right? It's about a ride.
delante de esa
A very adult ride.
So good.
I think in 2022, I was 14 years old and I had this whole album on my phone, including this song. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it is what I think this is about. Okay,
So good.
well. And I accidentally paused that too.
Ya te quiero hacer hentai, ya te quiero hacer hentai, ya te quiero hacer hentai, hacerte hentai.
Oop.
Hentai.
Oh my god, I was hiding a part of the lyrics. I was like, where is this? Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh my. Okay. Let me translate it to make sure that I don't misinterpret anything. Poppy, look at you. Don't even think about it. Nothing to think about. It just can't be that good. No bitch here, even if I'm all naked. I want to ride you like I ride my bike. Damn. Make me a tape like Spike. I whipped it until it got stiff. In the second place, fucking you. in the first place, God. Okay. I'm in love with your pistol. Poppy red. Crash to this wave. Almost controls me. Okay, so the first and last parts I translated correctly. I want to ride you like a expensive, like he has a diamond on the. Okay. Oh, always put me ahead of these. Oh. And then I want to eat you up right now. I want to make you hentai now. Hi, Polar. Welcome to the stream. What a great time for you to join. Well. Cool. And the fact that this was on a piano ballad, very misleading. Very misleading. But nonetheless interesting. I'm not going to lie. This song and the love songs on this album are about how Alejandro. I have no idea who that is. I have no idea. Let's move on. Of course, this one, yeah. And I know this because of the TikTok trend of like the things passing by. And her also performing live that song. Like the choreography of her jumping. Yeah. I'm gonna have to translate this. It's too fast for me to like process. Okay.
No va a ser mi carrera en tener hits. Tengo hits porque yo senté las bases. Ya no tengo nada más que decir. Para decirlo hace falta mucha clase.
Okay.
Mi piquete duro te marea. Hasta tu mamá le tararea. Que manda que me tire la mala. Si jara que me tira la buena. Habla bullshit lo que dice facea. Y mi mica pela ola de Corea. Habla bullshit lo que dice facea.
I'm from Japan to Korea now. Okay. But that melody, that... Hold on. That's so short. That is so short. That's crazy. But like the whole thing in the back was so catchy. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Let me see what the lyrics are about, because so far this is the one that I really caught on the least. I am not, nor will I ever be your baby cakes, but I got everything that's criminal. Put me in the sun and watch me melt. I can cast off the evil eye sent my way. I'm not, nor ever will be your baby cakes. Okay, repetition. I cast it off. Oh, okay. First one. Are you the pimp or are you pimped? Damn. What did Oprah say to like Meghan Markle? I think, were you silent or were you silenced? It's kind of a different way of asking the same question. Are you the pimp or are you pimped? I chose my side the day I was born. Okay. I didn't base my career on making hits. Facts. You based it on talents. I have hits because I formed the basis. Right. The solid foundation that we discovered before. I have nothing else to say, and it takes a lot of class to say that. Facts. Facts. She's able to hold it down, you know? My swag makes you dizzy, even your mama sings along. Who cares if you're giving... Well, true, because, I mean, it spoke to a different generation, right? Who cares if you giving me the evil eye when Haraka always gives me the blessing? I have no idea what Haraka is. Talking bullshit, everything they say phases, and my makeup's the Korean wave. Oh. So she was not physically in Korea. Talking bullshit, everything they okay, that's fine. It's a Korean wave. Okay, nice. But see, the production is very like, I don't give a fuck. You know, like it's that type of energy and that type of vibe that we got. And you know what? Now that I read the lyrics, it just makes 100% more sense. I also don't know what the actual title means. So grant me a second while I go to my translator. Oh, it means, okay. It means pizzicato with little cakes. That's what it means. Yeah, got it. Little cakes. Pharrell Williams was involved in the production of some of the songs on the album. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. There was a trend at some point where it's like somebody would drive by and they would put on this music that just would fade in and fade out and be like, what? And it would be super quick. And there's like an edit somewhere with the song of like streamers that I used to, I don't know if it was Tina Kitten or anyway, I can't even find it when I look it up. But anyway, it was like this trend with the song, and that's how I heard it first. Okay, we are heading into the 8th song of the album. I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh. Oh. As in like a genius?
Lo que me perdía son 2 años ya. Tú ya tienes 10, los 11 están camino. Eras de ojos cielo, de ojo azul marino. No sé qué.
This one's about her nephew. Okay.
Naves espaciales o barcos de vela. Si vives tranquilo o vives con guerra. Si ya te enamoras o sientes peleas. Si sientes calor, lo sientes por dentro. Es que tiene un ángel ardiendo en el pecho. Si en el corazón ya no tiene frío.
Oh, okay.
El que yo te envío.
Did he die?
Tú siempre callado.
Oh, it's a proper name. That's the name of. Okay.
Sin adornos, flores, y me toca estar donde no quiero estar. Esto no es el mal querer, es el mal desear. Estoy en un sitio que no te llevaría. Aquí nadie está en paz entre estrellas jeringuillas. Estrella de mármol cortada en el suelo. Papelas por la calle donde pasean las modelos. Ay, pico en los brazos, pico en las estrellas. No quiero traerte pa' que nunca vengas. Pico en las estrellas, ay, pico en los brazos. Se amarran cuando hay frío, como yo te abrazo.
Interesting. I feel like somebody passed. Like, and she's saying like you're not cold up there, or you're not hot, and I'm kind of jealous. No, I'm probably wrong. I'm probably wrong.
Bon dia, amor meu. M'agrada que pensar en moments difícils sempre ajuda moltíssim tenir una referència a Déu. Sempre és la família, en primer lloc.
Is that Portuguese? Because that's not.
En primer lloc diria que en primer lloc sempre és Déu i després la família. La família és tan important, carinyo. La família sempre és important. Et portes un camí que és una mica complicat. Quan me'l miro, penso que complicat és el món en què s'ha ficat la Rosalia. Però bueno, si ets feliç, jo també sóc feliç.
Yeah, unless it's a specific dialect of Spanish from Spain. It's Catalan. See, that's what I was like, it's close to Spanish, but there are some things that are spelled differently, like God, which is Dio, but it was spelled DEU instead, or what's the other word that I picked up on? Let me go back to it. What was it? I forgot. Anyway, Feliz. It's not with a Z, as I'm used to it in Spanish, right? She made this album in the United States, stuck in COVID quarantine, and this song is about how she misses her nephew and how she's lost time with him, but does want to bring him to LA because there's many substance abuses. Oh, got it. Right, and so I had that feeling, like that envy type of feeling. That made sense. I could catch on to the feeling itself, just not the context. So, will you forgive me for what I've missed? It's been 2 years now. Oh, you're already 10, almost 11. Your eyes sky blue or navy blue. I don't know what you like, whether you prefer races, spaceships. Spaceships I caught on. It's what was it? Oh, I don't have it. Yeah. I feel like, especiales. Well, neves especiales, which is like in French, nevet spécial. If you live calmly or live with war, yeah, guerra. If you're falling in love, we're still fighting. If you feel warmth, that's calor, right? That I read. If you feel it on the inside, it's because there's an angel burning in your chest. Oh, okay, that's it. Burning in your chest, because I saw pecho. If it is in your heart, you're no longer cold. It's because there's an angel, the one that I sent you. You're always quiet, like the grown-ups. I'm gonna tell you, without ornaments or flowers. And I have to be where I don't want to be. This isn't El Mal Querer, referring to her last album, I believe, right? Because I saw the terms and the words, and I was like, oh. She mentioned it again. It's about desire. I'm somewhere I wouldn't take you. No one's at peace here between stars and needles. Marble stars cut into the floor. Foilies all over the streets where the models stroll. Yeah, substance abuse. Track on the arms, point to the stars. I don't want to bring you so you'll never come. Points on the stars. Track on the arms. They hold tight when it's cold. The same way I will hug you. Aww. And then the outro, good morning, my love. I like that, to think that in this difficult moment, it's always very helpful to have a reference of God. Family goes always in the first place, and no, in the first place, I would say that God is always in the first place, and then family. Family is so important, dear. Family is always important. You bear a path that's a bit difficult, difícil. When I look at it and I think what a complicated world is the one Rosalia has gotten into. But yeah, if you're happy, I'm happy as well. Whoa. Oh, that's really sweet. That's really sweet. Very, very simple production though. But We have a lot of tracks anyway, so it kind of makes up for it in a way. Did I make a mistake or say something wrong? Or maybe you have something that you want to let me know about this video. Feel free to let me know in the comments down below. But please, be mindful of what you leave there. My mom reads them sometimes. Sometimes. I do my best to make sure the most accurate timestamps are available in my video descriptions, so that, you know, you can skip the boring parts and head right for the music instead of me talking. If you're not too sick of me by now and still want to get to know me better, I'm available on social media. Follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, on Tinder, on Bumble. Wait, wrong crowd. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, you know what I mean. Okay. And now we're on the title track of the album, Motomami. Okay. I like the sushi. Looking forward to sushi this weekend that I'm gonna eat. Ooh, okay. I 100% hear the Pharrell Williams now in it. Now that you've mentioned it, it's like, I don't know why I didn't think about it. Like the breaths in the back there. Yeah. Okay, let me translate that real quick. Okay, Motomami, way in my tatami. Tatami is a type of mat used in flooring. Oh, Japanese style rooms. Got it. Yes, yes, yes. I like tatami. To every copy I see, I give your blessing. I don't want to compete if there's no comparison with the chain until the foot. With the chain until the foot. The heart of the devil, don't think that it's sweet. You sugar plum full of liquor. Ah. Raw like sashimi. Thin and origami. Okay. Okay. Once again, kind of really positioning herself as like untouchable, you know, can't be compared, can't be truly replicated. You can try if you want, and I don't care, because you're never gonna get it right, you know. Okay. Next one, Diablo, which I think we all know what it means. Oh, that's weird. Sorry that happened. That's weird. Wow, she's hanging like high. Hey! I mean, I gotta say that it's a smart choice to have oriented herself towards that sound, because the Latin American music market is still in expansion and untapped in a certain way. And that speaks to their language, you know? What is that? Whoa.
eres como mi prenda, quiero que tú me entiendas. La que sale por TV, no la que yo conocí, no la que yo conocí. La pisa la Martini, la bala de Dios, juega en la ruleta. Tú no has vigilado, soy de tu pureza. Ya no sé quién eres, diablo. No sé ni quién
It's a hidden
eres,
collaboration. Yeah, clearly. I'm gonna read up on it in just a sec. Interesting. I forgot that guy's name. Okay. Oop, hold on. I am going in the order of her discography. So I started earlier this week with her first 2 albums, Los Angeles and Malquer. Oh my god, I was about to spit. I don't know what just happened there. Woo! This is live, very live and unfiltered. And Malquerer, that I listened to on Tuesday, I think. And they're about to be posted. So Los Angeles has been already posted on YouTube. And Malquerer is coming tomorrow. And now I'm doing this, and the next one will be Lux, which is coming this weekend. Okay. Let me go. Diablo. I think it's the one who sings Orange Ivy. I forgot his name. We're gonna discover that together. So the lyrics go: if what happened will no longer happen, if God gives it to you, God will take it away. And like you know, and like you, no one. Okay. You shine like the moon. You shine like my gears. I want you to understand me. The one on TV isn't who I met. It isn't who I met. Now you're flooring Lamborghinis. Oh, feels like a bit of a switch up of somebody who, you know, seemed a little more low-key and then turned out to be not so low-key. From morning to night, it's not that I've changed. From morning to night, my life got away from me. Or it could be about herself. Just it's not translated as well. And then the devil tears friendships apart. Oh, it might be about her friendships with other people. That her relationships. James Blake. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It just you know, friendships have changed because of the fame, because of the success. And it's their perspective and their take on her, right? Money on the floor. Nothing matters if there are zeros running. I'm never less than loyal, not even for the money. And then the outro is God's bullet in the cylinders. You haven't kept an eye out. You lost your purity. I don't know who you are anymore. Devil. Like, oh, I see. Okay. That part is from the public talking to her, which is different now that she's famous. Yeah. Okay. Delirio de Grandeza. I want to say it almost sounds like illusions of grandeur. But delirio also sounds like delirium, which means like illusions or hallucinations. And there's a bit of English in it. Okay, let's play. This is a cover. It means illusions of grandeur. Okay, well, see? I wasn't too far off, huh? Okay. Agonía sounds like agony. Oh, this is bolero. Okay. La ambición, delirio de grandeza, hizo en mí un ser martirizado, porque estaba locamente enamorado. Mujer, yo no merezco esa bajeza. Yeah, justice over time.
Buscando una ilusión de amor y
Change
volverás
an illusion of love. Okay, yeah. I get it.
así lo espero, así lo espero.
Mm-hmm.
Mujer sin corazón.
Ah, got it. Right, it follows that detachment feeling really well from before, right? It's at that perspective. Oh, wait. Okay. Interesting.
Con el tiempo justiciero que retornes buscando una ilusión de amor y volverás a mí. Así lo espero.
I can't pinpoint where the sample comes from, but I've heard it before.
Sin corazón.
See, I'm able to understand the chorus because, like, from the perspective of singing the song, right? I hope that with time, it's like the certain justice will make it, or the certain lesson will make it that there is some sort of change in that perspective of love, and you come back to me, and I really hope it. I really hope for it, you woman without a heart. So let me see what the translations are officially. She makes 2 different songs from different decades and different genres. Her mind. Yeah, it's actually pretty impressive. Like, I wouldn't have imagined those mixed together. The gold was stronger than my pain. Okay, yeah, exact. Okay, stronger. Got it. Okay. Because I could tell oro and dolor. I just could get the link in between. You had no compassion for my agony. Yeah, you knowing my soul was dying. You laughed between the drinks with friends. The ambition, the illusion of grandeur made me a martyred being because I was madly in love. Woman, I don't deserve such lowness. Okay. I hope with justiceful time, yeah, you'll return looking for an illusion of love, and you'll come back to me. That's what I hope. That's what I hope, heartless woman. At least I could translate that part. It's such a boy. Wait, what track is it though? That's where I'm like, there's no description about it. Oh. But I've seen. Oh, isn't it Kiss You Through the Phone? By Soulja Boy? Kiss You Through... yeah, Kiss Me Through the Phone. I think. Maybe? Or no, something else. Anyway, yeah, I got it. Okay. Let me just check one thing though, because what I do want to make sure is that I understand the separation between the original format of the album and the deluxe version. So it stops after track. Okay, at track 16, Sakura. Okay, so we're currently on track 12 now out of... Oh, wait a minute. So, cute, como un G. Okay. A, B, C, D, F, G. Oh, the order is good. That can be VERSACE, okay. And then Sakura was brought all the way at the end. Oh, interesting. Okay, I guess we'll follow the order of the deluxe. Cute. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense that she wanted to. It probably sounds like the ending of an album as well, so. Whoa. That sort of sounds a little bit like Brazilian funk. Okay.
Keep it cute, manito, keep it cute.
That intro is a sample from the TikTok video. Oh. What? The switch up. Okay. What? It almost sounds like you're on a mission, like a military mission in the midst of the action. Is manito short for hermanito? Like brother? Ah, got it. Oh, that was crazy. But I like the way that she spelled cute because it literally goes with the way that she's singing it, like cute, like you, like there's that dip in the sound, and it goes with how the capitalization of the title. Interesting. Okay. I mean, I think I get the gist of it. But yeah, obviously she spent a whole year in Miami, and it's getting to her. They think that they are as special as a year. Oh wait, no, okay, I misread that. They think they are as special as a year with snow in Miami, like a highway without an arrow, like a utopia without breaches. Manito or mano, it's slang for. That means dude. Yeah, bro. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, keep it cute, bro. Keep it cute. Okay. I want to see the butterflies on the loose. Like, keep it cute, buddy. Keep it cute, buddy. That sounds so Canadian. The best artist here is God. Yeah, just like, you know what? I get it now. Now that it makes a lot more sense. So, I don't know if it's other people talking to her or her referring to other people, other artists in the industry, especially rappers. Like the personalities that think that they are bigger than life, right? It's like everything is owed to them, and it's like they think they're the shit, right? It's a song say like, hey, tone it down. Like, you're not that special. The best artist here is God, and you're not God. So keep it cute. That's how I think the song is, right? Butterflies loose on the street. To see them, you have to go out, right? You have to leave. Look at them, don't lose details. There will be those who fail, but I'm always there. It's almost like a response to it of saying like, I will never fail. Then A for Alpha, B for, it's technically Bravo. C for Charlie, Angelic, Crashed, Lady Di. Yeah, Diana. Oops. Take me far away from here, and then it's almost like dealing with the ego that comes with the fame and that elevation that might be a little too quick. Yes, they are unbearable. Just saw that. It's almost like the call to your senses of like, hey, get back on the ground. You're not that special. Which could be like her to herself as well. Like, hey, your head has inflated quite a bit. You need to like chill. Anyway, that was, see, I said that we would probably get something very experimental. Well, very, at least a little bit experimental in the album, and we are definitely getting that. Which now brings us to ABCF. Okay, we are getting the alphabet. Okay. Guapa. Okay. Well, she was ahead of her time with AI.
Motomami.
Mm-hmm.
N de ni se te ocurra ni pensarlo.
Where's L and ella?
Patrona. Q de qué reinona. R de racineta. Racineta rango. Racineta rango.
Wow, the way she rolls her R.
T de titánica.
See, my R is so different.
Sonidos. V de vendetta. W de Willy Colón.
Oh,
De Winterfall también. X te despejo la X en un momento. Y de yenes de llantas. Y Z de zarzamora. O de zapateado. O de zorra también.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, she ate those letters. The mods held back your Zora también. Oh, the Zora también, because apparently it has to do with misogyny. What? That's crazy. Hold on, let me see. And it serves like a. Oh, got it. So, let's have a little alphabetical lesson, guys. A for alpha, attitude, alien. B for bandit. C for coquette. D for dynamic. I said it. Oh my god, I had the French way to sing it. It's dynamite. But it's dynamite. E for expensive, empress, enigma, aware. F for Aeon flux. G for good looking, guapa, yeah. H for depth. I for artificial intelligence. J for rider. M for Motomami. And we skipped L and the double L. L and A. Yeah. Anyway, don't even think about it. O for orchid. P for patron. Q for what a queen. R for rider rank. Okay. S for seductress. T for titanic. U for ultrasound that I got. V for vendetta. W for Willy Colon. Winterfall 2. X is or Iki. And there's different pronunciations of it. I think it's, I might be wrong, but it's South America, Equis? Maybe, I might be wrong here. But, Y for yen for tires. Yeah, is it a hard Q or a soft Q like Equis or Equi? Or Equis? Do you even pronounce the S, by the way? I'm not even sure. Z for blackberry, for flamenco tapping, and for slut too. Okay, that's why we got the misogyny warning. But the U is not pronounced, so Ekis, or once again, is the S pronounced? I'm so lost. This is a true language lesson tonight, which is again crazy. But thank you, Rosalia, for this lesson. We are expanding my alphabet in Spanish. Yes. Okay. The S is pronounced. Akis. Okay. Got it. Now we are heading into the COMBI VERSACE, which I think that COMBI is combination for the outfit, right? Potentially. The true language lessons comes with Lux. Listen, we are going to get there when we get there. I know that there are 13, 16 languages in that album. I'm not ready. I am not ready. But it's going to happen sometime soon. So let me get Spanish first, okay? And then we'll head into the other languages. Let's go. La COMBI VERSACE. We will help you. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, I remember this one. I've heard it before. Now the Carla Bruni reference. The low level production is almost like haunting. Hey. Más fría que tu bebé mamá. Ah, so what the show? I mean, it's a solid beat. And also vocally, it's been really interesting. There's moments where she's like more like talking, and then moments that she's super vocal and delivering some tones that are really interesting and beautiful. Oh, interesting. Kuro, huh? Yeah. I mean, once again, Kuro is super close to Q, which is French, but it's spelled C-U-L. And like her ass dressed up in Versace. Versace. Okay. Let's look at the lyrics. The COMBI VERSACE. Together at night, set and ready for the splurge. Your jet black hair, Versace COMBI. Not quite exactly explaining what it actually means, but whatever, it's fine. What's up? Dressed up with collabo. Yeah, like a collaboration, right? With House of Margiela, the designer. Medusa up and down, right? Because like tracking all the stairs, but like so cold and like makes you freeze. Carla Bruni, which is a reference to the French actress. Not the singer, right? Anyway, Donatella Frenzy. Okay. Friends with Donatella, I guess. Kilos and kilos of fabric. Dropping Benji's checks. Money. OG party with La Fania. Jerry Masucci. Just name dropping. That's crazy. Hanging out with Salceros. They bless all my songs for you to fall in love. Damn. Talk about elites. That's the same. Who's the season coming? Uzi and Albinoni. FaceTime with Milano. Tim Cook. Oh yeah, didn't she do a thing with Apple at some point? I think. It could mean a combination of outfits or two of them as friends and so on. Gotta play on it. It's a play on words. Cooler than your baby mama. We left 7:30. Got to the Met on a pony. On pony? On pony? Like an actual horse? Or is that just a metaphor? So you'll fall in love. Verse 3. Striling Versace out in the alley. Runway walking custom Dior at the Comadon. Wearing a Gucci thong on a motor tail. Wow. I take the whole mall up on a truck, combining a red and pink, dressed in white, draped like a bride, but I ain't your wife. Valentino sneakers, Moschino cake, sapphire choker with a blue diamond. I'm wearing fake threads today. It's because I'm most real of all. Bitch, I think I'm Dapper Dan. I've got Paca Flow. I'm original. Most expensive brand you're never gonna be able to copy. Okay. And you can see my ass in Versace. Aha. Okie dokie. Just, name dropping and flashing your money. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Which means that technically, Sakura would come next as the track that closes the album. But all these are the deluxe tracks. So I think we're going to follow the track listing of the deluxe. Let's head into thank you. Oh, it's a 30-second.
Ahora sí, now amazing.
They raised the volume and she's like, now I hear well.
Hola, soy la Rosalía.
Okay.
¿Y has escuchado Motomami?
Absolutely. We're listening to the album.
Que hasta el final. Así que muchas gracias por escucharlo.
My pleasure.
También, bueno.
Bueno. Oops. DESPECHÁ, the big hit of, well, one of the big hits, but probably the biggest. Okay. Yeah, okay, I remember it. She pleased such a beautiful music market with the sound. Yeah, fuck the fame. I love that there's so many references to Motomami and really creating like this whole concept and I guess environment. Oh, nice breakdown. I mean, I completely understand why this was a hit. Hey.
La Rosalía.
Oh, I'm just enjoying this. It reminds me of summer, and I miss it so much because I'm in the cold, and it's cold here in Montreal. Darn it! it sounds like warmth and the beach. Not that I'm a huge fan of beaches for swimming, but just the warmth and the sounds of the waves, and just having to not dress up in layers. And hi, Brendan. I was doing super well until I heard this track, and it reminded me of summer, which is what I don't have here in Canada at the moment. Polar, are you saying boo summer? Clearly, you haven't shoveled feet of snow, or at least I don't think so. Why boo summer? What? You contrarian. How are you, Brendan? What's up? What's new? It's basically summer here all year almost. Okay, I didn't need you to brag in the chat. I didn't need you to brag about it. Oh, guys. Okay, that's it. Stop. You know what I have outside? I have like 2-3 feet of snow. Okay? I'm very thankful because I moved into an apartment where I don't have to shovel the snow because the service is already taken care of, and I have an indoor garage where I can put my car. But for so many years, 29 years of my life, say 28 just to make sure, I have lived in situations where I had to shovel so much snow during the winter just to be able to clear my car, to be able to drive and get out at temperatures like -10, -20. Sometimes -30. Y'all are taking it for granted. Y'all are taking it for granted. I'm very much aligned with you, Brendan. I also do need winter to, and I quote you, fuck all the way off. I'm just getting home from a long ass walk and my heels hurt. I don't. I get it. Heels. It feels like I stepped on 5,000 thumbtacks. Ow! Probably couldn't handle the cold. I'm very sensitive to it. I went to Merida, the only place in Venezuela where it snows, and I almost died from the cold. I got hypothermia. Whoa. See? Imagine that, but across the entire country at the moment. We get, and I mean, I grew up in winters, sorry, I'm taking a little break from the album. I grew up in winters where our winter storms, our snowstorms could accumulate, I want to say like 0.5 meter of snow at a time overnight. As a kid, I would go to school in snowsuits and snow pants all the time because we would wait out for the bus outside at like -20. Literally just walking, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't enjoy that vacation. It sucks that you couldn't enjoy it, but you got to be ready for the cold and winter, and that's what I'm tired of. I want the sun. I want the heat. Sunlight is the other thing. There's like no sun. It's getting better now, but when you get to a point in December, like around December 21st, where the sun goes down at like 4:30 in the afternoon and it gets up only at like what, 7 o'clock, 7:30. Crazy. Anyway, so the song reminded me of that. And now we're moving on to the remix for Candy.
No olvido la noche que en ti me fijé. En la misma que entre sábanas yo te devoré. Tu carita y la forma de hablarme a mí. Palabras que decías cuando
Corleone.
estaba ahí. Nunca planificamos para después del final. Y en la quedó lo que contigo soñé. Y como tú me acostumbras los días sin ti. No es justo que me digas que contigo jugué.
I wonder if that was only a feature for the beginning of the track. Oh, he's one of the original singers of the song that she refers to. Oh, how cool. How cool. That's very nice. I don't know what the words mean because I have to look them up, but the flow was good. I'm just gonna start reading it at the same time. It's very much a response to the track from what we've learned before. I've forgotten, I feel like Throwback Tuesday. Throwback Thursday. Tuesday. I forgot. I don't remember how you look naked by Mota Dry Pine, and with you I got drunk as well, passed out. Passed it to you and I got you on the table. Damn. Like chess, I put you in check. I killed you with a kiss. Goosebumps, then I left under skirt. Okay. I memorize your gestures. I put you on a question mark. With your full silhouette jumping, I became addicted. Damn, that got explicit real quick. And then the bridge, ask yourself if you have been able to erase. If not, tell me why I returned to your mind. To turn the simulation into art. Even if I kept ashes as a memory, oh no, don't say it's so cold, as if it was just sex. There was passion, there was intensity they wanted. I can tell you're faking it. Okay. Nice. Pretty neat. Then that brings us to a live version of La Fama. I guess we're going to listen to that. Let's just focus on the vocal performance and the production from a live standpoint, because I remember her with how her stage was, and like correct. Anyway, her show must have been something, and I didn't get to see it. I wasn't familiar enough with Rosalia when she was on tour for this album, and I just want to focus on like the vocal performance and seeing the vision, you know. Is that the opening of a show? It's nice to hear all the fans like know the song and sing in the back. If that's her raw vocals, it's really nice. There's something really soft about the way she sings. I haven't even kept up with the lyrics. That must be such a feeling to hear your fans sing back your songs to you. Crazy experience. Crazy experience. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it. I gotta say that something that I noticed versus her other albums as well is that she was, we talked about it, there was a similarity between some of the keys, or not the keys, the scales in which the songs that she performed were pulling, right? More of the traditional music that had a lot of resemblance to the Arabic scales in music. And so a lot of the runs that she was doing sound like very like mystical and like desert, and like almost Egyptian in a way, if I guess that's sort of a comparison we can make on a broad scale. And there's a lot less of that in the album. There's a lot more of the normal how's it called, not scales, but yeah, I guess scales, like minor, major chords and scales into production. So we have a lot less of those runs that kind of go into the different Arabic influences, right? It's a much more like mainstream type of chords as we hear in Latin music, Latin pop music, and so on and so forth. Okay, that brings us to AISLAMIENTO. I probably butchered that.
Salgo del hotel, me acompañan tres, jodí la gafa y así nadie me ve. Me creo invisible, narcoche tentado. De golpe de flash y el core acelerado. Versace con la Prince, salimos pisados. TMC detrás, lo dejamos atrás.
Oh, sounds like she's... Oh, okay, isolation, yeah. Probably the feeling of fame, right? Because she's talking about being haunted. Like she wanted to be no one with the hoodie and whatever, and she's got a flash from a paparazzi. La japonaise, the Kobané. Yeah, it's always like a scene wherever I go. I love the production on this one. Yeah, isn't it crazy the contrast between like stardom and being like this massive thing, and like how sad you can be when you're alone and feeling isolated? Yeah.
por sentado, tantas bendiciones. Cuando pulo la cámara, shooting like pop, 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 pop. Oh yeah.
I love the chorus on that one.
Like, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. Lo que tú nunca ves, que se acaba la cena, cae mi melena. Es el imperio el que destruye, la emperatriz que lo construye. Parece que se parte el cielo, pero no importa.
Am I mistranslating it? But the imperial that was destroyed by the I forgot the English word. Imperatrice? No, imperatrice. I just have the French word that was built from this. Oh, there's a wall between me and the world. Oh, we have an outro. As Orgullo the like ego? Like you don't want to think that this is my no, not ego. There's a because it makes me think of a French word called orgueil, which is like pride. That's what it is. It's not ego. Orgueil is pride. That's what it was. So okay, I was right. The distortion really feels like representative of how things are kind of fucked up in the world of stardom. It's like a twisted perception of reality. You know, almost like those hallways that kind of become twisted. But yeah, okay. I don't want that. I don't want you to think that this is like my pride. Yeah. Or that eso mira. It's just a duh that throws me off in terms of like syntax and grammar. Okay, let's translate. I mean, I'm pretty sure I got most of it, but I leave the hotel. I'm accompanied by 3 hoodie and glasses. No one sees me. I feel invincible. My car's tinted. All of a sudden it flashes and my heart accelerates. We're served with the prince. We're out on foot. TMZ got on my back. We leave them behind. Gucci flip-flops. Check on the ops. It rains on the top. They slip like teardrops. The Japanese Claude Monet. Ego is spelled the same way in Spanish and English, except that in... Well, see? Okay, so ego in English, in French, ego. But we have an accent on the E. So it's closer to Spanish than English. But it's just because I couldn't think of pride. I was looking for that word. But ego was the closest thing I could come up with in the moment. Whether she's happy, I don't know. Knives cutting satin. Pull up. Okay, so the chorus I pretty much got. I wore the pre-chorus, and then okay, it's the empire that imperial. I meant to say empire that destroys the empress that builds it. Okay, I was right. The sky seems to split, but it doesn't matter. I'm young, I'm pretty, and sad and brilliant. Yeah. The hotel, alone in the mirage, I go with no entourage. I believe the world is mine. If I shed a tear, God forgave me for taking so many blessings. Damn. Oh, I don't want you to think that feeds my pride. Is a good translation. Huh. Okay. Which brings us to La KILIÉ. Okay.
Quiero mi taza de té, que sea de mate de matcha. Quiero mi nombre marcado, yo sé camino machete. La capitana del mar, parte la ola en el
Took me a second to find the right rhythm.
pasado y mira cómo le mete.
I can hear the cat. Oh my god, you said it and I heard it at the same time. I thought it was a kid at first.
Si muy se partió, mares y corazones. Se ve blurry, lo reflejo en los espejos Cartier. Coco frío que a mí se me parecía un frappé.
Okay.
Que encuentro escritas mis señales. Quiero mi taza de té, que sea de mate de matcha. Quiero mi nombre marcado.
Señales, signal.
La capitana del mar, pata la ola en el bote. Copla del siglo pasado, y mira cómo le mete. Rumba pa' no estar donde que es pa' romper. Yo firme la cancha con broche desmolte. Junto hasta las tumbas, 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 tumbas. Tumbas, 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 tumbas.
No. That sample on the cat.
Pa' más tarde que es pa' romper. Yo firme la cancha con broche desmolte. Junto hasta las tumbas, 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 tumbas. Tumbas, tumbas.
Damn.
Tumbas, tumbas. Tumbas, tumbas, tumbas. Tumbas.
I gotta translate this. But I will say it's really interesting because it's such a like enigmatic rhythm to follow as it's not a traditional pop song, obviously. Like KILIÉ is it's like kill it, I ate, I slay. KILIÉ. I said killy. Wow. KILIÉ. KILIÉ, rumba to murder. Where is it to break? I signed the court with an enamel brooch. Love to the grave, 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 grave. They throw the carnations from all the balconies. I melted like Alice in the country of Chanel. The clocks tell me the hours to do and pins nailed, but there is no atelier. I want my cup of tea, mate or matcha, mate. Tea. I want my name marked. I paved the way with machete. The captain of the sea. The wave breaks in the boat. Couplets from last century. Come and see how it's put in. Yeah, it's all about killing the game, you know? Literally just being on the top of her shit and getting all those designers and that quality and the service and everything branded and everything like gold design and whatever. It's just living that life, you know? Breaking the mold. Being an avant-garde. Being at the top of the world. Cold coconut. My dinner looks like a frappe. I'm lost. Then I found my signals written down. Yeah, exactly. Interesting. The glamorous life. Exactly. Okay. LAX. Which is a nice little callback to Los Angeles. Louis Vuitton. Oh, you have some. You have everything that I've lost. Mm-hmm. Oh, and she's like checking things off. She's like writing at the same time. It's like she's writing a letter and she's saying all the new things that she has in her life to somebody. Yeah. Yeah, you're modest, right? She's feeling heavy with all of that. Because it's not like her, it's not what she grew up with and not where she comes from. A lot of short songs on the project. And she, yeah.
Todo el mundo quiere.
Oh, hold on. She says that what Hila the public has, what you lose with the fame. True. Yeah, okay. That's probably just the angle that I missed. Because you're giving up parts of yourself, right, to the public. And that's the perception that they have of you. But they hold you to it. Even though it doesn't really reflect who you are as a person. Okay. I don't think I have to translate that one. I actually caught on most of it. But that does bring us to the second last track, Chiri.
Pero pedirte a ti no está de más. Encontrar razones en mirar la luna. Señal del destino, no sobra ninguna. Y mentiste pa' qué, y es un salto de fe. Tú te esperaste por mi firma debajo del Merced. Que me perdone el que yo piense que está a mi merced. A mi manera por el mundo, no que sea de mala fe. Y duermo con el jury que me habías hecho. Lleva mi nombre pintado en el pecho. Quería dormir y me han robado el sueño. Ahora dime, ¿y estás enganchado?
Whoa.
Tú estás juqueado. Soy cocaína. La calle está enamorada.
Yeah.
Enamorada de mí.
Yeah, the streets are in love with me.
Enamorada de la calle. Lo mismo yo te lo canto que te lo cantas Jalillo. Como canelita, por rumba que por tanguillo. Chiri, 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 lleno chiri, chiri. Con mi cadena, lleno chiri, chiri. En mi cadena, lleno chiri, 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 chiri. Y estás enganchado, soy heroína. Tú estás juqueado, soy cocaína.
My first song on the album, by the way. Okay. I mean, there's something really like experimental about it. It's pretty cool. Okay. I mean, I think I get the gist of it, but let me translate it just to make sure I don't miss out on anything. Chiri. Everyone wants fortune, cash, and liberty, yep. But asking you, it's not useless. I found reasons. I've seen the moon, signs of destiny. There's none left. And you're late for what? Yeah. Mentirme. Is that what I saw? Mentirte. I made a jump of faith. It would have been a leap of faith, really. That's the expression. You waited outside the Mercer for my autograph. Forgive me. Oh, so she's talking for the fans? Whoever I think it's under my mercy, doing it all the way around the world, it's not bad faith. And I sleep with a hoodie you made for me. Yeah, okay, so the fans who made maybe just for her. Heroina is heroine. Yeah, I got that part. Which is close to French as well. Heroine. Oh, wait, no. Wait, you meant the drug. But you know what? It could have been... It actually works in French as well. And it could be a play on word. Could be a play on word. Anyway. I sleep with... it's my name painted on his chest. Wanted to sleep. And they stole my sleep. Now tell me. You're already obsessed. In Spanish 5 a.m. Oh. Spanish 5... Huh? Heroina means 5 a.m.? Oh, okay. Got it. Huh. Interesting. I'm heroin. You're already hooked. Yeah, just comparisons to drugs. The streets are in love. Yeah, okay. I had it, I think, in reverse. So the streets are in love with her, not she's in love with the streets. Oh no, and I'm in love. I'm in love with the streets. Yeah, it's like there's that relation. It's a toxic relationship. I kind of get addicted to it, right? It's a validation that comes with fans and all. Yeah. I don't know what CHIRI is. Whoops. Like CHIRI. Don't worry about it. It's all good. CHIRI is, it's a slang term used in Spain for a cigarette or a joint. Ah, laughing cigar. Got it. Interesting. And that brings us to the last track of this album, which I think this is the longest reaction I've ever made in my life to one single project. It'll be a very long video on my YouTube channel. And for those of you who made it all this way, thank you for your patience. I hope you are thoroughly entertained. Let's go. Without further ado, Sakura. Okay.
Las flores de esta ciudad no huelen a nada.
It does sound very much like an ending.
Y todas las chicas son tan bonitas, tan plásticas.
The girls as good as they are fake. Why is that? Why is that? Yeah. Whoa. Oh, really? We're getting really a lot of commentary on her fame. Sorry. I needed to sneeze. Okay. I think I sort of understand what this means. I think it's just Sakura is yeah, it's a flower, and Lex also ends with a song called Magnolia, Another Flower. Oh.
La que sabe, sabe que si estoy en esto para romper. Y si me rompo con esto, pues me romperé. Y que solo hay riesgo si hay algo que perder.
This is like her best vocal performance. The metaphor here is that Sakura is a beautiful flower, but it doesn't last like fame. Ah, whoa, okay. Okay, so let me translate. Make sure. Flowers in the city don't smell like nothing. How come, how come? All the girls so pretty, so plastic. How come, how come? Being pop star never lasts. Give me sadness. Gives me no sadness, gives me no tenderness. Yeah, you can be a star and shine forever. I'm gonna laugh when I'm 80 and I look back. I've never been afraid of a crazy man's laughter. I'm more scared of a liar or someone who doesn't laugh much. That's true. And if you're 60 and go nuts when a woman fronts, it's that you haven't learned a thing or you got a problem. Oh, a little bit of a take on feminism as well. Interesting. And then the outro goes, a woman who knows that if I'm in this, it's to break it up. If I break with this, then I'll break, the fame. So what? There's only risk if there's something to lose. Flames are pretty because they're riotous. And fire is pretty because it breaks everything. And it's the danger of fame, right? It's like that obsession of like, wow, it's so beautiful, but if you touch it, it'll burn you, it'll singe you, and yeah. Wow. And that wraps up Motomami. What a project. I mean, it is pretty on par with what I expected out of it, in the sense where we carried over some of the vocal performances, we carried over the lyrical writing, but it's less conceptual, it's much more self-reflective, a lot of commentary about fame, about career success, which I appreciate. There's a really high sense of self-awareness. And yeah, it's just, it definitely is an album about fame for sure. And all of the different elements that come with it, the success, the isolation, the relationships changing, the lap of luxury that one might live. It's both negative and positive. It's both advantageous and hindering. But it's there was first of all a lot of songs, second of all a lot of short songs, third of all very minimalist production, like you mentioned earlier, Junior. That being said, there's a couple of songs that really got to like that I would go back and listen to again. I think it's an album that is worth revisiting on my part, just because I guess I was so focused on the lyrics and understanding what the context is that I might not have taken in as much of the production, because it's obviously for me to understand everything, it's a little more of a learning curve. But I think that I'm truly going to enjoy the next album, Lux, and having a maximalist performance and the grandiose. I think that this was so like, it was a bit darker, it was definitely more modern sounding as opposed to the other projects I feel like that we listened to, which makes sense because of the years that they were made in. But there was something to it that just a little tiny something for me to truly connect with the project. By no means is it bad. It's actually really, really good. There's something... What awaits me? Lux, the next album. Right? What did I say? Oh no, I'm terrified. I'm gonna have to look this back. Anyway, yeah, but it's a super nice progression from the previous projects, and really, I feel like I got to know Rosalia a lot more for her essence, for her. She's like daring and creative and brave, and like I got to know her more as a person with this project, which I really, really appreciate. Yeah, but definitely experimental. So in a case of an experimental project, not all the tracks are meant to really catch on like pop music. So but it was definitely an adventure. And I think that listening to everything, like including the deluxe tracks at once and having to process the lyrics at the same time, might have been like a lot to undertake on my first listen. So I'll definitely give it another listen at some point. There's a couple of tracks that I do for sure want to get back into, but yeah, it's I have a feeling that Lux is really gonna be my album. So I'm very much looking forward to it. But I had a really nice experience discovering this album and finally understanding what the hype was about, and I get it. It's also a smart album, and it's daring. It's challenging the standards, especially. And I mean, it came out back in 2022, so I'm trying to position myself in a mindset of like the projects that would come out around that time, the conversations we would be having around that time, the whole change with like TikTok that came in at the beginning of the pandemic. Yeah, what a project. I'm really happy I got to listen to it and finally explore it properly. And I really had a nice experience. If I'm not mistaken, she won an Album of the Year at the Latin Grammys with this album and her second one. I wouldn't even be surprised. It's really well thought out. I have a soft spot for concept albums, but this was definitely like, as far as a pop Latin album, like it is, we got quality material there. I really like an entire universe that was built through her music. And I like I said, I really got to know her as an artist. That's what I wanted from this album. And for that is mission accomplished. I really like, now I know what Rosalía is about, you know, not just like her interpreting things that were kind of put forward or put on the map by other people, and her just applying it academically. And that's it. That was Motomami Plus. Motomami Plus. Hey, offline Zach here. We're not on stream, but I completely realized that I meant to speak about also the concept of the album and the theme of it, and completely missed that in the stream. So I'm kind of stitching this right after filming or ending the stream, which is weird because I don't have a chat or anything like that. But anyway, all this to say that as I was putting together the video to post it on YouTube, I realized that the whole concept of her being a bike, right, is her being mechanical, her being objectified, which it only kicked in after, and I think it was such a big project and demanding cognitively speaking on my part to be able to understand it, that I forgot to put in the energy to look this far into the project. But essentially, we talk about the fame, we talk about the side effects of it, we talk about the machine, you know, the machine of it, the industry of the success and the glory and the expectations of her. And she feels treated like a bike, like a machine, something to be to ride, something to bring other people and service other people to other places and to live an experience, right? So there was a very strong metaphor between that and also the sexual references, where the performance of a bike, right, the riding of it. So I just wanted to step in a little bit and say that I'm fully aware of the concept of the album now, and that I didn't mean to skip that in the stream itself. It's pretty interesting to kind of like finally connect the dots afterwards. As I am about to post the video, I look at the cover and be like, but I wonder why she was like that, and like why it's called Motomami, and then they kind of all of a sudden kicked in. But it's really that link between fame and kind of becoming this automated machine that's just like riding the waves, and the expectations of performance and of quality and luxury. And this also explains why there are so many references to you know, to fashion and high brands, high quality or high fashion brands, right? It's all about those impressions and managing expectations and creating that you know, like, sorry, I literally just had a beard hair fall into my mouth as I was talking and I had to take it out. Anyway, all this to say that really just that creating the desire, right? Because like motorbikes and are seen as this like cool thing that people want to eventually do, and so is fame. Anyway, so there's a beautiful parallel between both, and I just wanted to mention that I haven't forgotten about that. That's all. Huh. You're still here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little surprised. I guess you're really, really patient. Or weird. I don't know which one I prefer. Anyway. Enjoy. Wow, I had such a great time reacting to this project. At least, I certainly hope I did. I wouldn't know. You can't see it, but I am most definitely wearing pants. I just choose never to get up during my videos. Yeah, sometimes I talk without even considering that the artist I'm reacting to could ever listen to my video. Unless you're Grant Kanoki. In that case, hi Grant. I hope I never say anything that could irk you. I don't want to be put on any form of blacklist.